All right. Now we can do our quiz. All right, question 3. The true linear regression equation is y equals, is that one beta or is that one some other, I don't remember what that one's called.
That's beta.
That's beta. See, they use the lowercase b and throw me all off. Is beta 0 plus beta 1 times x, where BO and B1 are unknown. What are the null and alternative hypotheses for B1?
The third?
That's what I have.
I have the third.
Winner. Okay. Number 4, a residual is.
Okay, is it the third one? Because I just wasn't sure about, okay, I know it's the difference between the observed value y, but the value predicted by the regression line, I wasn't sure if that part needed to be added.
Well, it has to be 2 things if it's a difference between something. So yeah, it needs that second part because otherwise it's the difference between y and what?
Duh. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I was like, I don't. Okay, so observed value y and the predicted value y. Okay.
5, a plot of residuals supports using linear regression when
residuals look normally distributed.
That's what I said.
Okay. I did not say that.
Yeah, if you go back in the
Yeah, I had it. I was like, I always take like crazy notes, but
text
I feel like I was like confusing myself, and so I just need to remember a plot of residuals. It's going to be normally distributed because if there is a pattern, it tells you like straight up that it's not going to be one. Correct? Isn't that? I think that's what I have written down in my notes.
Yeah.
See, and that's going to mess me up here in a couple questions because yes.
We also do say like a plot of residuals has to be normally distributed, on like using like for a linear regression, but it also has to not have like any linear graph when you just plot all the scatter points of your residuals. Like there's 2 different requirements that you're, because you can make 2 different graphs with your residuals, and you can make a QQ and then a plot of a scatter plot, and so there's a lot of things you need to know about your residuals.
Okay, maybe that's what I wasn't understanding. So you have to have a regular plot, and you have to have a scatter plot and then a QQ plot?
Yeah, you have to do both of your residuals.
Okay.
And it has to, your QQ plot has to follow a normal distribution, and then there can't be any like linearity to your scatter plot of your residuals.
And that's what you'll see in your scatter plot.
Well, let's keep going on in the questions, and it keeps.
Okay, keep trying to explain it. Okay.
Oh yeah, we keep exploring the other pieces.
Okay, yeah, I felt like I was like guessing when I was on these. So compute the residuals for the data using software. What statement best describes? And so I just did a normal scatter plot. And so do I need to go back then and make a QQ plot? For number 6?
No.
I just did a normal scatter plot.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, yeah, so mine looked like the hot dog thing, so I just said the residual form a linear pattern.
Mine looked like a perfect flipping line. Did I like do something wrong?
Like a perfect horizontal line?
No, like a perfect, like almost a one-on-one slant up.
Well, then that's good. It follows a linear pattern.
Yeah, I guess it just throws me off because I'm like, that's not hot dog shape. That's like popsicle stick. I don't know. Like it was really, really skinny. I was like, that's not even like a cluster. That's like a perfect line.
So does that mean I put in wrong data then if mine's like more?
I don't know.
Well, because mine.
Did you QQ it accidentally or
no?
Yeah.
Because I know that when you QQ it, it looks exactly like it should, like almost a perfect line.
It looks like this.
Oh, we're screen sharing.
That's just my straight up like.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
Well,
scatter plot.
Oh, I think I put the wrong. I have my 40 and stuff on the underneath. Unstandardized. Wait, you did unstandardized. Okay. Oh, so you already put the unstandardized perceived value in there? I didn't. I just put the score.
So see, that's not the residuals then. Yours is just like the regular old
Yeah, so
data, but it's not the plot.
I didn't do all the
The
steps.
thing is, like, it doesn't say compute or doesn't say make a plot yet or anything. It just says compute the residuals. So I did that with my. Where's my screen now?
Yeah, and that's why I was confused. I was like, I did this like 6 different times because I was like, I really don't. Am I doing a regular plot or am I using the new data now or?
Well, see, because this is my residuals column.
Yeah, and you just
So it's like that's all it asked us to do. It didn't tell us to make any plots or anything. It said compute the residuals. What are your what best describes your residuals? So I'm out of the answers that we have there, I feel like I'm missing a step because I mean, if I make my scatter plot of my residuals, which QQ plot, residual plot. Yeah, there's the regular scatter plot. Move the variable representing your residuals to the y-axis box and the variable representing the independent to the x-axis. So that's level.
Yeah, and that's the confidence rating. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, so when I put that in, yeah, then I get a straight complete line too.
I think that's fine. I think that's great. I mean, mine was a little bit. I don't know. I'd have to do it, but I think that I got that similar thing, to be honest. But now that I look at it, so I think you're fine.
I feel like I'm getting a step ahead of myself somehow.
No. I think what they wants you to do is it's not going to tell you how to answer every question on the quiz. It just wants you to do it on your own, and then it'll like say, well, in case you haven't been doing it this way for that question that asks you to make all those graphs, this is how you should be doing it. Now go make all these graphs.
And so
I mean, the other options for that question don't make sense because they're not negative and they're not between -40 and 25. So
yeah,
I guess my only real answer then is that they form a linear pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the actual residual, it's that new column that I make, right? Okay.
Yeah. I hate making that new column.
Yeah.
So number 7, based on the QQ plot for these residuals, what can you say about them?
And so now I was supposed to make a QQ plot.
Using the residuals.
Okay. Okay. Now I totally forgot how to make a QQ plot.
Analyze.
That is
descriptive.
analyze. Oh.
Analyze. Okay.
I did the same thing. I'm like, graphs. Where is it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then do I just put the predict value for variables? That's it. And then just okay.
Oh, is that my problem? Maybe.
Yeah, because it just says variables, right? And so I only put the. And then I pushed OK. Ooh. What? Mine has a little bit of curvature in it.
Is it like this?
Let's see. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
So, okay. So fairly normal.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So they're fairly normal because they're still pretty much on the.
There's not a really big obvious thing.
Okay. So use the software to create a scatter plot of the data. Given the scattered plot, residual plot, and the QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions about the linear regressions are satisfied? Okay, so there is a linear relationship. Correct. No, there's not now because it's not really like a hot dog. It's just a straight up thing.
To be completely honest, I just checked all the boxes.
Well, okay, but this is what. Okay, so The reason I checked the whole box the first time because it was like an obvious hot dog, but now it's a straight up line. And so now I don't know if
Well, we're supposed to do multiple things, so I'm trying to pull my textbook back up
Yeah,
here.
this isn't off one graph. This is off like 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay, so textbook 3.5 requirements summary. There's like a table.
yeah, and that's what I went
Yeah, I
off
took a
of.
picture of that.
Okay, so linear relationship. Scatter plot does have a hot dog shape. The residual plot. See, this is what I don't like. The residual plot has like a definite super pattern. Didn't it?
What?
Didn't when we did a residual plot, it was not the same as the residual plot in the book where it was
No.
just like all over the place.
So when you do that residual plot, you're supposed to do it using your. Do you use your independent variable with your plot?
Mm-hmm.
Because I did that and I got a complete like star shape, like it was like you're looking at the stars in the sky.
Really? What the heck am I doing wrong? Because okay. Scatter. Unstandardized and my confidence. Okay.
Here, I'll pull it up.
That's my one that's like a crazy super straight line.
Yeah, and that's what I
Yeah,
got.
If I put them in the other order, does it like this is so driving me crazy.
try the other. You tried your independent variable.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
I thought they wanted the confidence. Oh, yeah, that doesn't change it at all. Huh.
Like, yeah, the instructions say it's not supposed to have a pattern, and ours has like a dang good pattern. I mean, it's not one of the like bad patterns listed, like megaphone or banana shaped or whatever. It's just a dang straight line. And I don't know what that means.
Statistics, confidence.
Okay, because like this is the textbook. This is what it's supposed to look like. All scattered randomly with no pattern. How did you get it, Max?
I got it. Give me a second. I'm just trying to
Okay.
get everything built up again. Okay, so.
Okay, thank you, brother. You're still around. What? Thank you. Oh, for me. Thank you.
Residuals. Okay, there's my residuals. Yeah, great graph, legacy dialogue.
Yeah, brother. I'm doing homework. So go ahead.
Y-axis is the unstandardized residuals. Then your score is your x-axis. Okay, yeah, no. Here, I'll pull my screen up.
Please
Show you guys.
do.
Screen share. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, pulling up my SBS.
Stupid.
That's what mine looks like.
Oh, because you use score,
Yeah, you have score.
not confidence level.
Yeah, your score is your X value because it's independent. Your score is independent of your confidence rating. Your confidence rating is dependent upon your score.
No.
Because isn't that what it said in the thing? It told us to use score for that one in the quiz.
Score is the response variable, which means it is dependent, right?
No, it's independent. What we use, right? And we're using.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to say here for the next 8 problems, use this data. Use the confidence variable as the explanatory variable and the score variable as the response variable.
Confidence is the explanatory,
And
which is
response is the y. It's dependent.
no, score would be dependent based on what she's saying.
Yeah, and score is the y dependent. Because they said
Right.
score is response,
Yeah,
right?
score's my y. Confidence is, oh wait, no, score is my x.
Yeah, so you did the variables different than
Backwards.
I did. I mean, that's why yours is all spread out and mine's in a straight line, because mine, the x-axis on my scatter plot here is,
Confidence interval.
yeah.
Well, maybe you're right.
I'm just confused though because I put score in it first, didn't I? They said confidence and score variable as a response variable. So I put it as the response variable at first, but Rebecca, why did you change it? Like why did I put confidence variable as my dependent?
Yeah,
You want to see what I got?
I can't read now.
No, the confidence is independent
I still need
because the confidence variable
I see.
does not.
So, but because I'm just asking, because like you know how it says information, use the confidence variable as explanatory, and then score variable is the response. So I don't really understand that. Like, why would I change it? Why would I put the new column?
Mhm.
Why? Yeah.
The new column is representing the predicted values of the scores.
Correlate.
So that goes in as your dependent.
So
and
if
then-
we're making any kind of graph, it needs to be between.
Wait,
Crap, no,
Confidence-
Michael or Max. Sorry, I hate you. The screen says Michael, so we call you that sometimes. Okay. Sorry,
Score
stay
is
with me for a
dependent,
second.
score is
I'm
dependent.
trying to decide here. When determining if our residuals are normal, we should be plotting score or real score against predicted score, right? Because then that shows us if there's actually normal distribution, as opposed to anything else that we're doing like x-axis versus y-axis, but here we need to actually compute y versus y. Just our two different, what the scores actually were and what the score predictions were. Is that why Max's graph is actually normally scattered?
What?
I don't know, guys.
Okay.
It makes sense in my head what I'm trying to say.
It says that the control variable is the explanatory, or confidence variable is the explanatory, which means it's independent. Score is dependent. Score is independent. Okay, so I need to switch those around. Confidence is dependent. No, I had it right. Dang it. No. Dependent. Save. Unstandardized residuals. Continue. Bam. Now I need to go look at my data and see what it's made. My residual column stays the same.
Your residual column looks a lot different than mine.
My residual column stays exactly the same when I calculate it that way.
My residual column is totally different than that. I don't mean to say it this way, but I think my residual column is correct. Because the residual column should be predicting the score, so the scores should all be positive. You can't get a negative score on a test.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's why I'm deleting this. Delete.
Because that's my residuals are.
But you see, like, look, a regression, linear, score is independent, confidence is independent. If I go to save, I click unstandardized, I hit continue, hit OK. Gotta pull up my data again. Like, it gives me the same.
Okay, let me.
Your residual shouldn't be predicting your score. I'm just saying. It should be predicting, your residual should be the difference between your y and your y hat.
What am I doing wrong? Okay, let me start over.
The only time we need to predict the score is when we have a value that we're unsure of what it would be. We're not predicting the score in this one. Here, screen share you and show me what you do.
Well, that's what I'm trying to. Okay, so that's my thing right now. Let me figure out where I am for a second here. Can you see me clicking
Yep, I can see
analyze?
you. Analyze,
Okay.
regression, linear. Okay, go to save.
Unstandardized. Continue. Okay.
What? We literally just did the same thing and got two different answers.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see yours again. Show me just your data page.
Okay. Full page.
Why does he have negative 23 and we have?
I don't know.
Like,
Okay,
here, I
you
can
know what it
literally-
is? Negative 23. The difference in my new calculation or whatever is 73, whereas the actual score for that row number 1 is 50. So the real score is negative 23 off the predicted value. So somehow we're getting like the same answers, but different forms. I mean, like they add up. Okay, I'm gonna like erase
Bam.
everything.
And that's okay. So you're getting the actual score. You're getting the predicted score. You're not getting the residual. I don't know how you're not getting the residual.
Well, is it because I didn't push I just saw Max push the residual under whatever it's called. I didn't push that. Would that affect?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Click. Yeah.
Hey,
you
no,
guys are
guys, look
clicking-
at my screen right now. Can you see my little box?
Yeah, I see your little box.
I clicked unstandardized in predicted values.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I need to
That's what you
unclick
guys are
that and click
doing.
unstandardized in the residuals box.
I like saw Max do that, and I was like, wait, I didn't.
Well,
do
see,
that.
and when he was clicking that, anytime it showed his screen, I couldn't see the very tippy top of the screen because it was covered by my own screen share
Oh,
little bubble.
we're a hot mess. Okay.
All right. Now you guys are gonna get the right residuals.
Yeah.
Hey, freaking heck! Oh my god.
So do I need to go back and start from linear and do my graph over again, or do I just go to graph?
I'm starting flipping everything all over. Close out of every output document thing ever. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Well,
So
no,
you're gonna
I
get
was
the
the
same
same way, and I was like, definitely did not do that step that I just saw Max do.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm going back up to like number 6 to make sure. So
This
the
is a
residuals
fun
being
box.
between negative 40 and 25 might actually be correct. Go back to number 6.
Oh, you're talking about that? No, it's not correct.
It's not? Did you try it?
I looked at my graph when I plotted it like that. I said my graph goes anywhere from 2 to -2. It doesn't go from between.
Okay,
those.
no graphs here. This is why I was confused before, where I said it didn't tell us to make a graph. Question number 6, it just says compute the residuals. Which statement best describes the residuals, not the plot of the residuals. So we have no way of knowing whether they form a linear pattern or not because we haven't created any plots. Number 6, all we know is we have a list of numbers that fall between negative 40 and 25.
Oh, is that what it wants? Okay.
Because, yeah, that's why I was so confused before, because I was like, I don't know what else to do. But I know it won't tell us everything to do, but we should not have been computing any plots yet on number 6. It just said compute the residuals. And they are not all negative. Some of them are positive. So that's not correct. And we don't know if they're linear or not yet because we haven't done that. Holy crap, guys. Ugh. Okay.
Wait. Are you changing your answers to 4 and 5 or just 6?
Just 6.
Okay, good. I was like, 5 doesn't deal with the data.
No, I just went back to 6.
Where are you seeing that? Okay, I might be a little behind. Where are you seeing that -40 at, though?
I don't necessarily see -40, but if you just look at your new column of residual data, what I'm trying to see, the lowest number that I can see, I think was -38. And the highest, I see a 23.4.
Okay, and that goes along with that.
I mean, and it does say about. The residuals are between about -40 and 25.
Okay, no, that makes a lot more sense. I was like a little not confident on
Okay, so I'm doing a new QQ plot.
Okay.
For
yeah,
my
it should be fairly
residuals.
normal still.
Okay. Yep, still a little curvy, but good. Results are fairly normal, or residuals are fairly normal. Okay, so now scatter plot of the data, the residuals plot, which I didn't calculate yet, I just realized.
Okay, so and then this one you
There's my lovely stars polka dotting the sky.
So you just went to analyze and then QQ plot, right?
Yeah, what I'm screen sharing now though is just my scatter plot for the residuals.
Yep.
Hallelujah. That was ridiculous.
So if you do just an X and Y scatter plot, you should have a linear relationship between X and Y.
Okay.
Okay.
So first box is checked on number 8.
Yes. The variance of the error term is constant for all the X values. Because there's no like crazy values or outliers, I'm pretty sure that we're fine on that one too.
That one, how to check, it says the QQ plot of the residuals.
Which
checking
is
for the normal error term. So that's normal.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you know that there's a linear relationship between the X and the Y again?
Because if you plot them, there's a linear relationship.
Just doing a scatter plot of confidence and score.
Yeah.
No residuals or anything. Just the just the scatter plot of the actual data.
And it doesn't matter. I mean, technically it doesn't matter which one you use for X and Y because you're just gonna. I mean, you might get a negative. You just need to find the linear. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just okay. I'm sorry. I'm like I'm stuck right here though because I thought like I'm looking for the dumb hot dog shape. That's like what I have stuck in my head, and I don't understand what you're seeing. Like obviously, I know I just created a scatter plot. So is that as long as you have an X and a Y?
Well, as long as your X and Y are, show me your X and Y. Show me your graph.
So yeah, just the straight up.
Whoa.
Okay, what's her variables on that?
Can you see when I scroll or no?
Yeah, I can see when you scroll. You were just looking at a funky looking graph. That's all.
I was looking at a scatter plot.
Okay, what are your you're looking at the residual.
Yeah. When it says X and Y, it means your X and Y values. It doesn't mean your newly computed residual values.
So we do need that graph just for a different part. That's not going to tell us whether X and Y has a linear relationship. So we do need that one, but then now compute a different scatter plot using like confidence variable and score.
Yeah.
And that one is hot doggy.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep, that's the one you're looking at right there.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right.
That's the one that we show a linear relationship.
Okay. Because you're using just the regular, I'm not using the residual in this one.
Okay, so that's the top box. Check a linear relationship between X and Y.
Okay,
the variance of the error term is constant for all values of X. We check that using a QQ plot, which we have determined is normal.
Mhm.
So check the second box.
Okay.
Um,
and that, once again, that's just going to be our normal information, not our residual QQ plot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, okay.
Okay, the third box, the residuals are normally distributed. That's the totally hamburgery dotty one where we use the confidence score and the residual
Yep.
to check, and that one's X is checked. The X values are measured without error, check, because they're very defined. That's the one where it's like they're very defined. X is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That's the only choices they had on this test. So they're very well measured. Observations are independent. Knowing the value of 1y tells you nothing about any other points.
Yep.
And that is correct also. So all 5 boxes are checked.
Okay.
Holy moly, question number 9. We better get through the second half real quick. Max is out of class.
Yeah.
What is the estimate for the slope?
I got 0.04.
There we go. I clicked the wrong button.
Okay, and I totally forgot how to find this. What am I using to find this? Oh, okay. Well, no, I have that on my graph, but shouldn't I see that in my data as well? Or no?
Yes, I'm remembering how to do that.
Okay, because I was only seeing it on my graph, but I wasn't seeing it in my data. And so I was like, am I doing something wrong?
No, I just put it on my graph and I say, okay, we're good.
See, but that doesn't work though if it asks for like 3 decimal points
Yeah,
and the graph only gives you 2. That's what messed us up last time.
Yeah, because we got it wrong, right? If we wouldn't have put it in. So are we supposed to, like, we should? Last week we were seeing it on our stuff, and now we're not.
Well, it would be under something that has to do with analyze. Definitely regression, linear. I'm guessing it's under.
Yeah, but it's under linear, and we've done everything with linear already, right?
I'm going back a chapter in the textbook to try to remember how to do this.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
it's
checking all the boxes.
yeah. I guess I didn't hit any of the boxes, but I don't know. It was like the same.
I believe it would most likely be in.
What? It's in coefficients. Sydney, I can't come right now. Okay.
Coefficient.
Okay, as long so it's in unstandardized coefficients under the column labeled B. Do I have that?
That's under where?
Okay, here's my output. So
Okay, so is it predict values then of unstandardized?
see, I may have put mine in backward again. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, my stuff's not backward. Gosh dang.
And you push the unstandardized when you do the save, you push the predict values unstandardized. And you use just your regular dependent and confidence rating.
Let me see. This is my output box right now. So this coefficients box in the middle of my screen here.
Yeah, that's the answers that I got.
And this seems more appropriate for a slope.
Mm-hmm.
We've already done this one. This is appropriate.
Yeah.
We had this exact data set. So the y-intercept is 18.69 and the slope is 12.695. We did this problem last time.
Yeah. So why do we get a different number than on our graph?
We shouldn't.
Well, did you get a different number or no?
I didn't do the graph.
On my coefficients, I got 18.69 and 12.695.
Yeah.
That's That's correct. Now that I'm remembering, we've already done this once. So is that just the answer then for number 9? 12.695?
It's the only thing that makes sense because it's a 3 and it's where it should be.
Seems kind of funny that we already did this question last week. Is it just throwing us off? Because we're...
Well, there's another one that's just like it down below, so.
Okay. Okay, so construct a 95% confidence interval for beta 1.
Which is just farther down on the coefficients table.
I don't think I have that on the. Did you have that on there?
Yeah, I mean, it says that the 95% confidence interval for B.
Did I need to click something probably, Max?
Let me check.
Yeah, because I don't have anything with a 95% confidence interval.
Yeah,
So under regression coefficients, you got to click confidence intervals.
Okay, so regression and then linear and then confidence intervals 95%.
Yep, that's why I clicked everything.
Yeah, click away. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going for this bottom number.
Yeah.
Frick.
So 10.674.
14.715.
Okay, 10.
Okay, so 10.674.
Mm-hmm.
10. And then upper is 14.715. What does it mean correctly? What about this?
Okay, are we ready for 12?
Mm-hmm.
Hit me.
So based on the evidence and using a level of significance alpha equals 0.05, what decision would you make regarding the hypothesis test for beta 1?
You reject the hypothesis because the p-value is less than alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because your t-score is like 12.4.
You're checking on what does it mean?
Okay, for hypothesis test B1, if you reject the null hypothesis, what does it mean? Rejecting means sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then
we can only prove that the slope is not 0.
Yeah. So I said that there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression line is not 0.
Agreed. Hey, all right, new
data
data.
that we don't really need to use, in my opinion, besides one question. 2 or 3 questions, maybe.
we use so when it's dependent.
Did you guys say body length was the dependent variable?
I'm not looking at it yet. Hold on. Ooh,
Yeah,
where'd it go?
we're using the head length to figure it out.
Yeah.
Body length. You said for 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Construct a 95% confidence interval.
Okay. Well, situation is no. Let's see if I have it.
Okay. And right now, we are only determining margin of error.
Sorry, I'm like pulling it up right now.
Keep hitting plots and it makes me so mad.
So you still go through the regression.
Yeah, what we just did, and
Yeah.
then, click on statistics and click 95%.
Okay.
All right. You guys there already, or should I keep waiting?
I've got my margin of error.
All right. What do you think it is?
I have 0.443.
Oh yeah. Oops. I gotta get rid of that 5. Round. Well, that
Madeline,
does
did you get your confidence thing to show up?
I think I just put it in. Okay, so then my confidence interval. Let me make sure. Okay, wait. So I'm looking for determine the margin of error for the 95% confidence interval. Okay, is this where? Sorry, I'm forgetting. Where I minus and divide it by 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you get your upper was 8.103?
Mm-hmm.
And then 7.21, and then I would minus that and then divide it by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I got 0.443.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Okay. Sorry, it takes forever for me. 8.103, because I have to save it every time. 8.103. 8.103. Okay, and then
So then 18.
yeah. So based on your lower upper and last year, what can you say about that? We are 90% confident interval will contain the true value of v of beta 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay, I was thinking there was one more. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
I hope we don't get any of these wrong.
I'm checking right now. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I got 1 and 2 right.
I
Good
just
job.
always go right
We
down
got-
to the bottom.
Ah, we got 8 wrong. How?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, we still got a 95% on it.
Yeah.
Then I'll make you happy.
There.
Normally, because we have 2 attempts, I would go back, but I don't know, man. I probably won't today.
Let me just ask the TA.
My baby was too whiny to go down for a nap before we started this meeting, so now he's awake and doing who knows what out in the living room. So.
Oh gosh. Hey, did you guys get the PowerPoint?
Yes, I didn't even look at it yet, though. I just
Okay.
saw that you
Okay,
said.
well, yeah, you guys can just look at it and then just email me back things that you want me to fix, okay? But I talked to the TA, and that's kind of like what he just told me to do with it. And so if you feel like you want me to add something, just let me know.
Okay. And are we good on the make inferences and take action part that I sent you guys?
Yes.
Okay. I may as well. I'll just turn that in today because we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll look at, we'll look at the PowerPoint later, and just as soon as we can, just get that back to you. There's really no reason for us to just sit and hold it for another week.
Yeah, so you think I should just turn it in then once I'm...
Yeah, once we both respond. I mean, I'll turn in our
Okay,
piece before, and then we'll just turn in the PowerPoint and just be done.
Just to warn you, I might have put like too much information that we did on it, but I just figured I might as well. So,
Okay.
Hey.
yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.